In another video, I showed how to pressurize the tank on an RO system. I did that and everything was good. And then I went away for a few days and came back, and here's what we've got now. Okay, it starts off and then it just fades out. That's an indication that we need a new tank. So we have an Apec system, and I contacted Apec directly to get a brand new tank, which is supposed to be a 4-gallon tank, but actually it says 4.8. And the interesting thing about this is this does not say Apec on it. I checked on Amazon first. They didn't have it. That's why I went to direct to Apec. There was a deal on this, and I got some filters too, so I got free shipping. This is what came. And this one is made by Apec. And it's actually a model RO132, in case you're interested. I noticed already that this even has a ding in it. If this doesn't work for some reason, we'll find out. So we're here under the sink, and what I'm planning to do is take this tank out, and it's going to be full of water. The first thing I'm going to do is turn off the water supply. I'm just over here turning that one off. So that's disconnected the supply from there. And I'm going to disconnect this yellow supply pipe for the tank. I guess it comes from a T connection. Excess water goes into the tank, and if you turn on the faucet, it comes out the faucet. That's turned off, and I'm going to just release pressure. So in order to get this out, I'm just going to push on this. The way this one works is you just push this collar in, and you can pull the tube out. Let's see if I can get this heavy guy out. Okay. You can also see this is rusted on the bottom. So let's get this down here. I got this tank on top of the sink. This is the old one that's full of water, and I'm actually using the pipe that goes to the RO unit to drain this. If you're making the change, you're going to have to get rid of the tank, and you want to dispose of the water. So I'm going to attach a tire pressure. Here's the end of the pipe, and here's me putting pressure in. So I'm putting some pressure in again. Now that's forcing that out pretty well. So I'm going to drain this out all the way. That's pretty much empty. Next thing I'm going to do is to take off this valve from this one and put it on that one. Perhaps I should have bought a new one, but I didn't. I figured that this is still good. So how long do these tanks last? This one has a date of 2020. It's now 2025 when I'm taking this video. So 5 years. So let's take this off, and then, so I have some Teflon tape here that came with another product. All right, so I'm just going to put this on here like that, and that's one time, so a couple of times. All right, there we go. So that's about 2.5 times. That should do the trick, I think. Okay, put that on there. Make sure that feels nice and snug. So obviously when you put this back underneath, you want to have this so you can access it for future replenishment of the air pressure. So I'm going to face these the same direction. Maybe that's a good idea. I'm going to check the air pressure in here because I'm curious. I couldn't find my standalone pressure gauge, so I'm going to use the pressure gauge that's on this unit, which should be pretty accurate. So I'm going to press this on, try not to lose pressure. Okay, and this one says 6.3. So as I heard on several videos, I think between 5 and 7 is kind of the optimum. So this is the Apec system. Other systems specify something different. So this looks like it's ready to go. So one thing you might want to know that I just found out is you can tip the tank upside down and the water comes out. So that's a lot easier than messing around with the pump. I've got the tank in place, and all that needs to be done is connect the pipe again. So connecting this yellow pipe. And then the other side goes to the RO unit, which is Just push that one in. And that's basically it. And this is already turned on. Okay, then the only thing I've got to do is turn on the water, which is going to turn on the filter back on, and then it's going to take time for this tank to fill up. Okay, now I can hear the water in the top of the sink is coming out now, so I'm just gonna switch that off. So that means everything's connected, and of course just need to make sure that there are no leaks. So it's been a couple of hours now, and so I'm going to run out the first batch of water just to clean out the tank, and let's see what kind of a stream we've got here. So that's looking pretty strong. This is actually a 4-gallon container, 8 quarts. This is truly a 4-gallon container. Then actually that container is holding quite a good amount of water, and it's still got a decent stream. So this is the first time for the tank to be used. So this water, of course, we're gonna just throw out, and then the second tank we'll be using for drinking.